Hey, Dan Cucimillo here with NorCal Sports Network with a video on Hyseong Kim, who has been recently posted by the KBO and is available now for signing with any major league club. But before we get into this video, let me thank our sponsor of this video and of NorCal Sports Network. That's Chapman Law Group. Check out Chapman Law Group in the description of this video for all your legal matters. All right, everybody. Before we get into this, I want you to give us a please like and subscribe if you would. Like this video, subscribe to this channel for more baseball content. Lots of great baseball content on this channel, whether it be of the San Francisco Giants, the A's playing in Sacramento, or the LA Dodgers, anywhere that's happening in Northern California and Southern California, and frankly, that matter all over the U.S. when it comes to baseball. We've also got you covered for football, the San Francisco 49ers and Golden State Warriors basketball. But guys, today we're going to talk about Hyseong Kim, not to be confused with Ha-seong Kim, who played with the San Diego Padres and is also a free agent right now. You have Ha-seong Kim, who is a free agent and is rumored to be signing possibly with the San Francisco Giants, and Hyseong Kim, who I think would be an excellent fit for a team like the Giants or Seattle, maybe the Padres. You know, earlier I thought maybe even the Royals would be interested in him, but they just recently traded with Jonathan India, the second baseman. So let me explain to you a little bit about Kim and his game and compare it a little bit to the recent signing last year of KBO star Jung-Hoo Lee playing center field for the Giants. All right, so Hyseong Kim is a career hitter in the KBO at 304. Okay, so 304. Now you take that and compare that to Jung-Hoo Lee. They're both about the same age. Hyseong Kim will turn 26 in January, so he will be entering the 25 season as a 26-year-old, just like Jung-Hoo Lee. Jung-Hoo Lee was 25 last year, so they're both 26, both premier hitters in the KBO, but Jung-Hoo Lee hit 340. 340, his career average, compared to Hyseong Kim's 304. So that's 36 points difference. Here's the other thing that is a little bit concerning to me when it comes to Hyseong Kim. He has a K rate of 16.3% in the KBO. 16.3%. Compare that to Jung-Hoo Lee, who only struck out 7.7% of the time in the KBO. So almost 9% greater strikeout rate. His on-base percentage was 364 compared to Lee's 407. So when you look at the two players and you think where will they hit and how will they hit in the MLB, I think you're going to see that Hyseong Kim is going to hit much less for batting average, on-base percentage. But when he gets on, he does have speed and he does use his speed. He had over 30 stolen bases in his last season in the KBO, and he has 269 stolen bases over his, 211 stolen bases over his career in the KBO, where Jung-Hoo Lee had only stolen 69 bases. If you look at the stats here of Hyseong Kim, you see down there in the bottom all 8 seasons, 304 batting average, 364 on base percentage, stolen bases 211, doesn't have much power at all, is a gap-to-gap hitter. Really, he's a line-to-line hitter. I'll show you some highlights of him at the plate, and you can get an idea what he looks like as far as his swing. He's got a little bit of an inside-out swing, but it allows him to go to left field quite a bit. He will pull the ball occasionally down the right field line. Again, not much power. He did face Bobby Miller when the LA Dodgers went over to Korea last year to play their first 2 regular season games against the San Diego Padres. And before that, they played an exhibition against Hyseong Kim's Korean team. Kim did hit a nice double off the right center field wall off of Bobby Miller, and then later flied out to left field off of him. So he did make contact a few times against Bobby Miller. All right. So when we look overall, though, at his game, he's a good fielding second baseman. He's got good range. He's going to make somebody, he'll be a solid major league player. If you figure if he can hit somewhere in that 260 to 270 range in the majors. I think 270 might be pushing it, but 260 give you some 20 plus stolen bases. Probably give you a solid play on the infield. Not going to drive in a lot of runs. I think he's, probably best suited either near the bottom of the order, or you put him maybe as a leadoff. I'm not really sure exactly where he fits compared to Jung-Hoo Lee. But if you look at his overall swing, I want to show you what his swing actually looks like here. And we'll pull this up right here and take a quick peek at it. All right, so here's now notice he's got a little jerk in his swing, and now that allows him to go to all over the field, but you'll see just a little bit of an inside out swing. See it? Yeah, just the shoulder stays in, hits it right down the line. And in a little bit later, one of these, you'll see him hit the ball. Now, this is a terrible play by the center fielder here, letting it drop, but that doesn't happen in the major leagues. But his swing is more of a contact swing, a lot of top spin. I see doesn't have that looping swing, that classic swing that left-handers you see have. He's on top of the ball a lot more than being underneath it. So it allows him to drive the ball into the gaps. There's another pitch going with it. There's a little highlight coming up here where you'll see him. This one here into right field. I think he hits one down the right field line. But mostly he's not pulling it from what I saw. There's a pull. You see, and there it is again. It's that top spin. He's hitting on top of the ball. So he's not going to give you any power, really. There's another seeing eye grounder into right field. Here he's stealing, but the ball's hit, so it's more of a hit and run than a straight steal. We'll move over to third on this. Yeah, what I do like about it is that he does use the whole field. We've seen him hit the ball off lefties, and he can pull the ball even off lefties. There's a nice hit into right center. So he's able to hit the ball. He stays in there well against lefties. He doesn't pull out. And here you see him beat the ball out there. He's got a little bit shows off his speed there. So he does pull the ball as well as he'll go with the pitch, which is really valuable. There, see, there's one that's left out over the plate just on the outside, and he went with the pitch. I like that. Obviously, these are highlights, and we're not going to see him strike out here. But the fact that he does strike out 16.7% of the time, still better than a lot of players that you see in the major leagues. So what is, to me, what I'm kind of looking at is how did, I forgot to look at this, and I'll look this up, what Jung-Hoo Lee actually, his first year in the majors last year with the San Francisco Giants, his season was cut short by injury. But Jung-Hoo Lee, he struck out 7.7% of the time in the KBO, and Jung-Hoo Lee struck out in San Francisco last year only 8.2. So you figure it only went up 0.5% for Jung-Hoo Lee in a shortened period. He only had 158 plate appearances before he hurt his shoulder. But while he was in there, Jung-Hoo Lee did not have the big K rate. It didn't translate into a much higher K rate. So that's actually pretty good news, because that means if you took Hyseong Kim and he's striking out 16.3% of the time, I think I said 16.3% of the time, if he adds only 1%, even 2% to that, he's only at 18%, which is much better than any of the other San Francisco Giants players. All of them had over a 20% K rate. So I think he'd be a valuable major league ball player. And I like the fact that he hits a lot of line drives. He goes with the pitch. And you can see through several of these, there's a pitch on the outside. He drives it. I think this is a good ball player, guys. I think this would be a really good ball player for any team. But I think the San Francisco Giants should be in on him. The fact that he's only going to be 26, he's expected to land a contract somewhere in the area of about 3 years for $24 million. So you might even go, a team that really wants him might do an overpay and pay him $10 million a year. 3 years, $30 million. That's an affordable type of contract for a guy that makes contact, plays solid defense, and has speed. So tell us what you think of Hyseong Kim. You looked at some highlights there. Tell us down below in the comments. Tell us where you think he might land, which team you think would be good for him. And appreciate you watching this video. Give it a like and subscribe. Also, you can follow me on X. You can see my X right below my name there at NorCal Sports NW. At NorCal Sports NW. Give me a follow on Twitter. Tell us what you think of these comments. Comment below on this. Let us know. And we're here live constantly. Anytime there's a big free agent signing, such as anything that the San Francisco Giants do on a major note, we'll be here. Juan Soto, check us out immediately on NorCal Sports. The moment Juan Soto announces where he's going and he is signed, we will bring it to you live, as well as some of the other major signings like a Corbin Burns, where he lands. So keep it right here at NorCal Sports Network. Thanks for watching, guys. We really do appreciate you taking the time to watch. Again, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.